What's going on, folks? We're going to wait to see if it's come up on YouTube first, which it did. Okay, there we go. So how you guys all doing? Hopefully everybody's out there doing really well. Hope you're going good on this. What is this, Thursday? Is it Thursday already? Good night. Hope you guys are all doing well anyhow. Welcome to the channel. You guys should already know what to do. If you don't know what to do, then look down here below. The little thing is going to be scrolling down there telling you don't forget to subscribe, like if you like the information I'm putting out, etc., yada yada, peanut butter, right? Appreciate that. Double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So you guys saw the thumbnail. I'm pretty sure you did. I'm certain that you guys all saw the thumbnail that I posted there, right? Now, I want to just throw this in here. And the reason why I'm saying is this. I'm one of those people. I really like crime. I'm not talking about the crime shows. Like, my wife loves like SVU, you know, that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I watch the real stuff. I watch the legit docuseries and forensic files. I watch the First 48. I love watching stuff like that. I just got this thing for trying to figure out who did, who didn't, da. I'm really intrigued by that. Which leads me to this story. Russian oil executive that criticized the Ukraine invasion is dead after reportedly falling out of a hospital window. Y'all hear that? Okay. He fell out of a hospital window. Now, I know, I'm not even into the story yet, but I know that countries everywhere do things probably differently than what we do here in the US of A. But I didn't even know that you can even look, I worked in hospitals from Kansas to Florida to Tennessee to Missouri to Illinois. I have not been in one hospital where the window opens. I'm just saying, maybe it's a United States thing, though. I'm just saying, maybe it's a United States thing. Let me get ready to get into this right here because I know y'all, folks, you can call it conspiracy theory all you want to. I'm just going to let you be the one to be the judge of that. So anyhow, here we go. Ravel Maganov's oil giant was one of Russia's few companies to call for a swift end to the Ukraine conflict. The chairman, Russian oil giant Lukoil, which strange, Russian oil giant Lukoil, who along with his company had criticized the Ukraine invasion, reportedly died Thursday after falling from the 6th floor window of a hospital in Moscow. Ravel Maganov died in what sources are calling a possible suicide after his body was found on the ground of Moscow's elite Central Clinical Hospital, according to Russia's news report. A statement from Lukoil said Maganov passed away after a severe illness, but it did not give any further information. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened to him. Anyway, if you speak Russian, you know what I just said. Anyway, a statement from Lukoil said Maganov passed away after a severe illness, but they did not give any further information. Citing an unnamed law enforcement source, states news agency TASS reported that Maganov committed suicide after having been admitted to the hospital following a heart attack. News outlet RBK also reported that police were investigating the chairman's death as a possible suicide. When Russia invaded Ukraine, the board of Lukoil was one of the few companies that urged for a swift end to the armed conflict, calling it a tragedy and expressing sympathy for the victims. Former Defense Intelligence Agency officer Rebecca Koffler, the author of the book Putin's Playbook, told Fox News Digital that we will never know exactly what happened to Maganov, she being safe, but noted that death is, in quotes, standard Russian intelligence playbook regarding the doctrine of wet affairs, the translation of a Russian term referring to the operations that spill blood. The wet affairs are targeted assassinations, Koffler said. Russia and previously the former Soviet Union are known for orchestrating mysterious deaths in the Kremlin's opponents. It's done in various ways: shots in the back of the head, poisonings, forced suicides, other intricate forms of violent death. I have a whole section in my book describing this doctrine with the examples of high-profile cases. Explaining that Russian news agencies are mostly controlled or at least influenced by the Russian government sounds familiar, don't it? That sounds very, does that not sound familiar to you? Does that sound like somewhere? I can't think of the place or another country that seems like the government heavily influences the media too. I don't know what. Guys, I cannot put my finger on it. Anyway, explain that the Russian news agencies are mostly controlled or at least influenced by the Russian government. Koffler noted that the Russian media couldn't keep its story straight today on what happened to Magnov. Really, they couldn't keep their story straight. The news media can't keep their story straight, right? You mean like how, this just, the laptop is just propaganda, Russia interference, yada yada peanut butter, Anyway, Interfax said he died having fallen out of a window, and TASS wrote that it was a suicide. Yet another paper speculated that he was trying to go out of the balcony to get a smoke. The truth is, these tactics are designed deliberately to be stealthy, so no investigator could identify foul play. They are usually deemed tragic accidents, also part of the doctrine, she said. Maganov's death follows a similar mysterious death in August when Soviet-born businessman and Putin critic Dan Rapaport reportedly jumped to his death from his upscale Washington, D.C. apartment. Like Maganov, Rapaport had publicly criticized the Russian invasion of Ukraine. A former top manager of Lukoil was found dead in the basement of a residence in Moscow suburb in May. Folks, I just wanted to throw that out there because, again, I look at crime stories and things like that of the sort. And is it possible that he had a lot of scrutiny under him? Is it possible that there's a lot of backstories that we don't know about? Did they threaten his family? Did they tell him, if this doesn't happen, we're going to do this to you or this to your grandchildren or your great-grandchildren, however old the guy is, according to the picture that I have as a thumbnail, he looks like a guy that's pretty aged, right? But y'all, come on now. Come on. This man, first of all, from working in a hospital and actually treating patients after they have a heart attack, or we call a myocardial infarction or angina, that's heart pain, whatever. One thing these people have a really hard time doing is definitely getting up and walking. I'm talking, listen to me. I don't know how bad his heart attack was. I'll give you that. But I'm telling you, whenever we would treat these patients after they had a heart attack, we would they couldn't go no further than from their room to the nurse's desk and back to their room. And mostly if you're in the ICU, y'all know how the ICU is usually built in a circle, depending on how big it is. But typically, therapists, we are not walking them no longer or no further than typically like 30 feet. We're going to sit them back down. We take their heart rate and all this because they become short of breath. They can get orthostatic hypotension. A lot of things can happen. What I'm saying that for is you telling me that man fell out of a window. I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he did fall out of a window. Maybe the police or whoever was there, maybe he was going out for a smoke. Maybe he did feel so bad about what he did that, about him criticizing, their idol, Putin, after criticizing him. Maybe he felt so bad in his heart. No, I'm not trying to say it to be funny, that he just wanted to take his own life. But folks, this right here is like the thing of straight conspiracy out of this world. Now, I'm not saying it is wrong, but I'm saying I heard of some stuff like this happening with also a former president here, where some information was about to get out about the Clintons and somebody was shot in the back. And it was ruled a suicide too. I'm just saying you have to be either Stretch Man from, what's that show I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Is it the Incredibles? You either have to be like Stretch Man or whatever. But to shoot yourself in the back and it got ruled a suicide. Come on, man. Again, folks, I'm just saying, I wanted to push this out there because I thought that this was a really interesting story. And y'all heard what the lady in here wrote about Russia's tactics and all that. I just don't know why somebody that's a big he probably is a big multi-millionaire tycoon of an oil company and just decided, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Anyway, folks, I know this is not going to be a long video. Y'all probably like, dude, what the heck? I am intrigued by stuff like this right here. But do me a favor though. When this video is over with, I want you guys to go in the comment section and you let me know what you think happened here. I want to hear your thoughts. And I don't want them to just be mine. You already know where I'm going with this, but I just want to hear what you guys think. Leave it in the comment section after this video, folks. And while I got some time before I have to head back, I'll go on to the next story right here. But I do want to hear what y'all have to think about this in the comment section, because you know what? You're not going to be able to put a lot of it in this chat right now because the video already is glitching, as y'all can see. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I've been glitching. So anywho, you know why I'm glitching. Anyway, folks, let me know what y'all think. Do you think that this is suicide? Do you think that it was actually like something that was planned? Do you think it was murder? Do you think there was foul play? Leave it in the comment section once again when this video ends, all right? Appreciate you, folks. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus.